Could an officer stay calm when his wife is with some random guy? Here are some cases. An officer arrived at the scene after getting a report that a man got jumped on by someone. He was having an affair with a married woman, and the guy who jumped on him was her husband.
So, what happened?
Someone ran down the hill. I was sitting here exercising and just came down and jumped me and started hitting me in the head.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay. And from what I understand, this is his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, you had any beef with him? Any issues?
There's been an ongoing issue, but nothing physical until now.
Okay. You want to press charges?
Even though the man was hit, he didn't want to press charges on him. Probably because of the woman, or maybe it was his guilt. The officer was somewhat cautious because the violence could be continued.
Okay, Sean, because you don't want to press charges, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an informational report on this. It's going to have you, it's going to have him, and it's going to have her. On what
Should I
happened.
press charges on it? I've never been in one fight in my entire life. Never
Okay.
been hit.
So,
Ever.
if you feel like this is an ongoing thing and it's just escalated to this, 9 times out of 10, I can't even say that. Sometimes it'll escalate even worse. Like, he may put you in the hospital. Or worse.
He's not right in the head, so.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a chat with her and find out the situation and what's going on. So.
The officer decided to talk with the woman, too. Maybe because even though they knew their relationship wasn't appropriate, the man and woman kept their distance in front of the officer.
So once EMS gets here, we'll have another chat.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, man. What's your name?
Stephanie?
And who showed up?
My husband,
Okay. What's your husband's name?
Josh Malecki.
Huh?
Josh Malecki.
Josh is in APD, Josh? David 635 PD. Can you have a supervisor respond out here, please? Negative code.
The officer didn't know what to do. The weight of a conflict between civilians and an active police officer assaulting a civilian are two entirely different matters. While Josh's anger was understandable, the fact that the active police officer used violence against a civilian is absolutely unacceptable behavior.
It's going to go up through the department, and it's going to go to internal affairs because he still is an employee. I mean, even after this, if something else happens, call us back.
I just want him to be safe because he's not stable, obviously.
Yeah. And you've never had any issues with him? She hasn't
not
mentioned
physical.
anything to you?
He's never hit me. But
Okay.
there's been, that time when he did his whatever, he was coming to try to find me, I'm pretty sure. So, at least that's what she told me, because she called me frantic on the phone saying he just left drunk in a car and he's looking for you. I'm like, oh, that's great. I wasn't living at the place I'm living now, somewhere else, but
Okay.
because we've been having an affair for months now, and he knows about it, and she just lies to him that it's not happening, and it's still happening. And she
Okay.
won't leave him because she's scared. But I'm just a nice guy.
Okay.
The investigation was over. The man and woman who were involved in the affair have been considered the victims, while the husband who lost his wife is now seen as the perpetrator.
Stephanie, you going to be good?
Yeah.
You going to be okay going home?
I'll probably stay away for a little while.
Okay.
Go over there with my mom. We'll see. It'll be fine.
Okay. Let us know if there's anything else we can do, anything else we can help with. If you have any issues, go ahead and call us back, okay?
Yep.
All right.
Take care, thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Josh Malecki was suspended during the DWI investigation, while the suspension was with pay. The case took over 9 months and concluded with a guilty plea. He resigned his position after. The next case is even more shocking.
You just called the cops on me for existing. I didn't like your group.
But this is unacceptable behavior.
Ronald Keith Davis, a 37-year-old state trooper from Pennsylvania, is now charged with misconduct after allegedly arresting his former partner, Michelle Pirano, under the false claim that she was a threat to herself.
What is wrong with you? I need help. I don't need help. I just need to get away from you. No. This isn't normal. I don't care what anybody says. Can I please stand up? Okay. I'm not going to any jail. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not going anywhere. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What is wrong with you? You're insane. You're absolutely insane. Can you please get off of me? Get off of me. You just called the cops on me for existing. I don't need help. I just need to get away from you. But this is unacceptable behavior.
She probably felt an incredible level of helplessness due to his forceful act.
And I can't relax. You just called the cops on me for existing because I didn't like your truth. Jesus, dude. Come on. What? Why are you treating me like I'm a criminal? I didn't do anything. I just want to be able to stand.
Come back and find out where they are.
I just want to be able to stand. This isn't fair.
I'll talk.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do. Where are you taking me?
Where are they? Okay, tell them to step it up. She is fighting me and assaulting me.
I don't know why.
Tell them to hurry up.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Calm down.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not taking my things against my will. You're not taking me anywhere. It's not possible. You can't make up that I assaulted you. I just didn't agree with your truth.
Officers arrived at the scene and the situation ended. Davis has been charged with official oppression, false imprisonment, felony strangulation, simple assault, unlawful restraint, and recklessly endangering another person. In the next case, an officer's wife witnessed her husband having an affair with another woman.
It was him having sex with another girl in his truck at Heath's house.
A call came to 911 late in the night. The call was from a woman who was claiming her husband was drunk and was a threat to her.
Franklin County 911, where's your emergency?
I just kicked my husband out. He's pretty drunk.
And she wasn't sure if he was carrying a gun. Throughout the call, she claimed that he even drove while he was drunk.
I don't know what he's going to do.
She was worried because her husband, as a deputy, knew all the other officers, and one of them would be sent to her house to investigate.
I was just wondering, because Dustin knows all of them, so...
I'm sorry?
My husband Dustin, he knows all the officers, so I was just wondering.
They probably know each other, but they're all following the law, too, so...
The officers ran a few tests on Deputy Peterson as the procedure.
You know how I gotta treat this dog?
Minutes. Yeah, I know how you're doing. Good.
Are you f***ing drunk, dude?
I probably had 3. Probably. I drove from my house, which is a quarter mile down the road to here.
Okay.
My wife's
Go ahead and
home.
pop your tailgate.
Here you go. That's my unit key.
Okay, I want you to go and just pop your tailgate and take a seat. I want you to know right here, right off the bat, the fact that you drove this truck and you knew you were drunk is the stupidest thing you could have done.
You're right. I mean, I agree 100%.
If you would have told me you were drunk, I would have done something completely fucking different.
But I didn't. I understand, man. It's.
Do you understand what you're putting on the line right now?
Yes. My job, my career, everything. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Because you know what I got to do. If you're drunk,
to the jail.
You're gonna go to jail.
100%. I agree.
Okay. Stay right the fuck there. Do you got anything on you that I need to know about? Do you got your gun with you?
It's in my unit.
It's in your unit? You don't have any guns in here?
It's in my unit.
All right. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and conduct field sobriety. Go ahead and sit down. All right, boss. I'm sure you know what that card means. Alright, you know what to do. You're not dumb, but I'm still going to explain it to you, okay? You're going to look at the tip of my finger, and you're going to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand? Alright.
Yes. Lots of bright shit.
Yeah, I'll dim it a little bit for you.
Yes, 75, focus 50.
Shit.
Alright, boss. Next part of this test. Alright, so, what we're going to do, it's called the walk and turn test, alright?
Well, he failed to pass some of the tests, and that was enough to make the officer assume he was drunk. After the realization, he called his boss and told him that Deputy Peterson was obviously drunk, saying he failed his HGN. From the call, it was revealed that Peterson called the officer earlier and asked him to help him to move his truck.
Yes, sir. No, I've been waiting to hear what to do with y'all because I was basing everything off of the HGN. Yeah, he called me personally asking if I could help him with a ride after he got his personal truck somewhere, ride back to his county truck so he could drive his county truck somewhere. When I pulled in behind him, I saw he didn't have a tag light, and I went ahead and flew my lights on just because I knew the basis of the call and then that as well. And then he got out on me, and I could smell his breath the second he stepped out of his truck and turned it off. So, I don't know what to do.
During the call, the officer said, "I don't know what to do," to his boss a few times. Would he say the same thing if they weren't working together? He would have already taken him down as soon as he realized the man was drunk. The officer walked up to the house to talk with the woman. She told him that they had a fight after work. When they were about to go to bed, she received several calls from his cousins and sister. From them, she realized her husband posted on his Snapchat story having sex with another girl in his truck. This led them to a big fight, and she asked her drunk husband to leave the house.
What exactly happened?
I mean, I've been at work. I got off at 10. I was driving home. He told me he was at Heath Clark's house. And then we were going to go to bed. I grabbed my phone. I see my phone's blown up by his cousin, his sister, and his other little cousin. I asked him, I was like, "Have you talked to Shadia?" And he was like, "No, why?" So I called her, and she was like, "Did you see Dustin's Snapchat story?" I was like, "No." And I looked at it, and it was him having sex with another girl in his truck at Heath's house.
In this truck?
In this truck. I have pictures, and we have videos. It was posted on his Snapchat story for everybody to see. So we got into a big fight because just saw that, and then there was screaming and yelling, and never anything physical. But I kicked him. I told him I wanted him out of the house. I wanted to call my dad down here, but I told Dustin, I said, "If you don't leave him, call my dad to come down here." He's like, "Your dad's not gonna do shit." So I was like, I really didn't want my dad to get involved because I didn't know what Dustin was gonna do because he was pretty drunk.
Yeah.